Hey, what's up guys? So, welcome to part 3 of our Norsemen in India series. Last time we became the king of Sri Lanka, made some gains on the mainland, got some vassals, and we're kind of just working it, so let's get right into it. So, basically where we're at, like I just said, king of Sri Lanka, got some land down here. Got the Maldives and got these lands. So we're in a pretty good spot. I am over my domain limit, but I'm kind of just doing that strategically to so my second son can get more stuff than he already is getting. Full disclosure, I have had a few beers. So if I'm a little, off the mark, that is why. But I don't think it'll be a problem. I'm pretty much good now. But anyway. Let's get into it. So, I noticed that they got, I'm guessing these are the Sentinel Islands. It's kind of funny that they're in, yeah, the Andaman Islands, which I think the Sentinel Islands, no, that's the Andaman Sea. Is it the Andaman Islands? I know North Sentinel Island is the one with, like, the hunter-gatherer people on it, but whatever. Let me look at the Jur Empires. So, I guess we're gonna go for the Deccan Empire here, because that is the quickest and easiest empire we can get. I believe last time we left off promoting cultural acceptance. I think I've decided I'm going to end up making a hybrid culture of Sinhala and my Norse culture. Maybe that'll happen in this episode, maybe not. I don't really know how long it takes to build up that cultural acceptance. Let me just check now, actually. Yeah, not yet. Cultural acceptance of Sinhala is less than 20. Okay, so we need 20%. Yearly change 59. Yeah, so it's gonna take a few years. I'll probably be dead. Maybe it won't happen in this video, but I don't know. So we'll see. Let's get the time rolling, and we'll look for future opportunities here. I can lawfully imprison Gunhildr, who is my daughter, for fornication. I really don't care. Declare wars. Lots of rajas and even a Maharaja I can declare war on, but we're not gonna do that yet. This guy, if I remember correctly, has a pretty strong alliance, so I don't really want to screw with him. Yeah, they're all similar to me. So I think we're just gonna spend the first little bit of this video consolidating my position, building stuff up. I'm already building bastions and curtain walls right there. I guess I can build maybe, I could use some barracks. That'd be good, so we're gonna build that in there. Let me see this. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure Ragnar is going to get what he needs. Giving birth to a daughter. This is a bastard daughter, I'm assuming. Yeah, I should probably marry her off. That might be a good idea. Gunhildr. Let's find a spouse for you. In terms of alliance power, we would get the most by allying with the Pala Kingdom. And I think I'm going to do that. I'll marry her to this guy. We'll send the proposal. We'll get it going. I think I married off my other daughter. Yes, and that one. That's the same one, I think. Svanhildr is the only one I have not married off yet, so we'll wait on that. Let's. I kind of want to declare a war, but I feel like I don't really have any valid targets right now. What about these guys? They're weak. And I could conquer a duchy off of them. These guys are inferior to me. And we have a border. No, we don't have a border. Oh, no, we have a border up here. But I kind of want to focus in South India for the moment. So, we'll wait on that. Oh, looks like my wife just died. But it's alright. She pumped us out plenty of kids. Oh! I didn't even see this. I finally have a grandson now, and he's named after me. How nice. My son Ragnar had a son. How about my second son? How's he doing? Oh, he's still betrothed. He's gonna be betrothed for 6 more years. Guess we'll deal with that. But so far not. Oh well, I lost my. Now I'm down 2. I should die soon, honestly. 75 years old. Still feeling fine though. I'm a very healthy man. Yeah, I am swaying her, so that makes sense. Let's check out the royal court. Looks like I got something going on. And Countess Surrey is involved. Pageantry of court continues from dusk till dawn. Wow, that's a mouthful. Salak Sanavarman extemporizes on my greatness, spouting platitudes and praises. Nearby Countess Surrey joins in, playing to the crowd, grinning stupidly and expecting a sign of my favor for her antics. A deep, insistent desire to give myself over to the delights of the brothel slowly builds. I am rakish, that's why that's there. Gnawing at my mind and distracting my attention, load be to sweat. Salak Sanavarman notices my distance, inquiring, "Are you alright, my lord?" with almost genuine concern. Yeah, I gotta pull myself together. Come on, you're the king. Pull yourself together. Got a lot of stress going right now. Maybe I should host a feast, perhaps? Loki the rat killer. What would make me... A hunt would make me, even less stressed. Well, let me look at this first. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that extra stress. I need a master of the hunt. That would be good. Is that the, yeah. This guy would be a good job. Let's put him in there. And then let's... Your lack of servants to drum out wild... Well, it'll be fine. What are we gonna hunt? Tigers? Largest heart I've ever seen. This one will fetch a fine price. I mean, I could use him having a good opinion of me, but honestly, he kind of already despises me. And I don't think that's really going to change much. He wants a seat on the council. 65 coins, I mean, that's really a no-brainer for me. Okay, and we get 150 prestige. Alright. That was good, I guess. Hold court, we'll hold off on that. Let's check the factions. Wants to install Prince Kasapa on the throne. Who is this guy? He's all the way up there. I don't really feel like spending all the money I would need to bribe people to help me murder him, so I'm gonna keep him. I'm not too worried about him. The faction isn't strong. But it does have 3 members, including this dude. Well, what are you good at? I'll put you in the council if you're good at something. What is she good at? She's good at intrigue. But this guy despises me, but she basically despises me just as much. Oh, that's that guy. Alright, whatever. Yeah, so my local vassals hate my guts, as is to be expected, but I think we could worry about that another time. No, I don't want to ally with them. I do want to marry her to somebody, though. These guys... Dissolution War. The hell is that? I don't even know what that is. How about these guys? Where are they? They're all the way up there. I suppose they'd be alright allies. The Shagri Ra. It's the same. Oh no. It's the Heraclea. Is this who I was just looking at? Or was it them? No, it's them. Let me look at who this is. Where the hell are they? Are they like a mercenary group or something? I don't see them on the map. Yeah, they're kind of too far. Let's go with the... Is this who I was just looking at? No, but they're actually more powerful than who I was just looking at. And they are who? I'm sorry. I'm kind of like losing my place here. Alright, there we go. Let's do that. Excellent. You are not married. Yeah, I'm not married. I don't need to be married. I'm gonna die soon anyway. Let's discuss. Alright. I think she should probably like me pretty well by now. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to work on this culture acceptance thing. Because I think once I make the hybrid culture, I think a lot of them will convert with me. And that'll kind of take away. And then changing religion is going to be a big move too. Let me see how that's working. Where is that? You And the trade logistician. I don't want the one with the stress, so military engineer is always good. Help with siege time. Let me just take a look at this. Let's put some military camps down. It's my fort level. Look at like 4. That's pretty good for this early in the game. I'll tell you what, let's hold court. There might be some opportunities in there, maybe to increase my cultural acceptance. Sitting, yeah, gesture. Okay. Oh, Amory, this dude. This is still the same French guy, the never-ending Frenchman who followed me all the way from Montague to Sri Lanka, even though he does not like me. But anyway, I have served you faithfully. You know of my charge against Tantavarman. I guess he did something there. I bid you to invest me with my own lands in your kingdom. See, I wish I could see where this is, but no, I'm not going to give it to him. This is a lovely spear. That is a lovely spear. He gets 10. So that's fight a duel. Yeah, I don't appreciate your tone, bro. My lord, a moment of your intention. My vassal mayor, Hastein, picks up. Mahatita has been suffering from quite a cumbersome problem. You're completely out of control. Herd of elephants has been rampaging through the country, leaving behind a trail of devastation and on occasion death. Their fearsome trumpeting echoes in our ears each night and day. I can still hear it even now. He proceeds to make unbecoming trumpeting noise. Please, my lord, send help. Well, we have a 100% chance to take care of him. Do your hunters capture the wild elephants? And we get some elephant cavalry, I guess, or just boost? Okay. I recognize my next set of petitioners immediately. They are Count Najal of Nalor and Hastein, my second son. A pair that are well known for their intense rivalry. My lord, begins Count Najal, we have to tell you that many in your realm are intensely dissatisfied with the current tax regime. Acting as one indicates to me that the problem is serious. We had this problem earlier, and it didn't... I could make them hate each other pretty easily, or I could try to convince them to drop the matter. 55%. Pretty bad if I fail on this, but I'm going to take the risk. Got him. My business here is done. No chance to increase any cultural things, but you know, we can get to that eventually. Loki the troublemaker. I guess I don't want this guy to hate me. I just got him to kind of like me. So I guess I gotta compensate him. Damn cat. It brings me 2 gold and then it costs me 65. So okay, I have a number of this guy pretty significantly. I think it might be time to move into the mainland, honestly. Did he lose his alliances? Looks like he lost the bulk of them, I mean. So you know what? I think it's about that time. Let me add another rally point right here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I know for a fact I could cross into there. Yeah, I think we should do it. Let's do it. Because, I mean, this might be the last war my character here fights. Oh my goodness, my health went back up because I got rat-free, I think. So, yeah, this is, like, never-ending. Someone can answer me this question if they know the answer. Is it possible to become immortal in this game, like it is in CK2? Or, I'm assuming not, or else I probably would have heard of that. I don't know if it is. But if it is, I'd just like to know. I'm not really interested in doing that, because I think half of the fun of this game comes from, like, watching your dynasty go through ruler after ruler after ruler over the years. I think that's, like, a really fun part of the game. So I don't usually do the whole immortal ruler thing. I don't think I ever have, to be honest. So, but if it's in this game, someone let me know. Just because I would like to know. I'm not really sure. I think we'll win this siege before they have a chance here. Right? Oh, well that was quick. I captured... Did I get him, or did I just get his son and heir? I guess it's because I took his capital and his son and heir. Nice. So let's disband that. 2 new vassals also hate me. But that's to be expected. You know, you want to make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs. This guy is vastly inferior to me as well. Honestly, I'm like really tempted to just continue this conquest. I mean, I am like a very, very powerful martial character. High, well, not high prowess, but high command skill. So I think the most I can make out of him being my ruler, the best. And this would link me up with where I initially landed into India. And I don't really see a disadvantage to this, so I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna have to put down another... Well, that's a mountain there, so I don't want to get stuck there. So let's... Well, actually, I want to be closer to the capital, so we'll put it up there. How come I can't just march right in there? Do I have to take this castle? I could just go for this battle. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat that, attrition. That's what the word I was looking for. Our champion was slain. No! But we won the battle. Let's go with the siege. 4 months. My injured vassal, there's nothing that can be done. Court level decreased. That kind of sucks, but alright. Let's keep the siege going, and then we'll probably go east and do some battles. Or battle, if they link up, which it looks like they are. Loki's secret revealed. Oh, he revealed to me a secret. He dropped a scroll at my feet. My cat is finessing scrolls off these guys. Whatever, I really don't care if he's a non-believer. It doesn't really matter to me. Let's go back and do a battle. Looks like they're trying to run away. See if we can intercept them. I think we'll be able to get them right here. At least one part of them. Nope, we got the whole thing. Let's get that going. 93 we're on. Let's move south and see if we can't finish this up with a siege. Unlock the new marshal. Loyalty and respect. Let's do that. Maybe I'll get another achievement, because I'm pretty sure there's an achievement you get if you complete all 3 branches on a lifestyle focus. 4 months. This should be over. And we'll have successfully linked up our disconnected realm. There we go. Okay, pretty respectable kingdom I think we got here so far. This guy's still Norse. He's like the only one that likes me. These guys all hate me. The only problem is I have a ton of vassals that hate me. And I'm hoping that once I die and my domain gets to normal, I'm hoping that maybe they'll like my son more, but that's honestly not likely. Low control in a bunch of counties. We're going to want to fix that. First with my capital, 6 months. Disabled building. What is that? Small harbor. Because I'm above my domain limit. Shit. Well, there's really nothing much I could do about that because I want to keep the domain. We might have to look at this, honestly. Whoa, my daughter's in prison? By who? By her spouse? Yeah. Well, if she did something wrong, there's really not much I can do about that, right? I can't even ransom her even if I wanted to. Yeah. Let me just take a look at what exactly he's gonna inherit. It keeps saying the Duchy of Sardinia. I really don't even want that. What's the Kingdom of Andhra? Oh, I get a king. I don't know. It's weird. He gets a kingdom too, which I do. he'll get this, which I do not like. I'll probably have to wage a brother war real quick right off the bat once the succession comes, because he might become independent. In fact, I think he will. So that's going to be a problem. Maybe I could look into that a little bit. Yeah, so even if my vassals did like me, I don't have the thing in the Norse culture to work that out. We're just gonna have to see. There might be a little bit of border gore once I die, which should be any moment now, but I'm a completely healthy 79-year-old man, which, you know, that's not completely out of the realm of possibility. I'm thinking, should I just completely link up my realm by taking Raj, excuse me? I think it might be a good idea. And therefore, I think I'm going to do it. I haven't even needed to call my allies to any of these wars, which is pretty cool. I'm just very, very strong myself. Come on, let's get in there. Let's go for the battle. Did I take him already? And I got his banner. Gaze towards the dead that remain. Group of soldiers, my lord. Corner the remaining enemies as they made a valiant stand. They gave their lives protecting this banner. Let's take that banner. And we won the battle. We won the war in a single battle. And I've basically carved a bloody path along the entire southern and eastern and western coasts of India. Honestly, if I can forge this empire that I'm trying to make in my first life, that would be awesome. And since I'm so healthy, I really don't see a reason to stop now. She's got claims. He's got claims. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, those are like little Mickey Mouse single count claims. I could just conquer a whole duchy. I want one that'll give me the highest number of provinces that I need to create this empire. Now, let me take a look at that. That you're part of the Deccan Empire. Alright, so I need 55 de jure counties. I have 27. 1,000 gold. We can get to that when we need to. So I have 27. So I guess this is going to be a little... I'm going to have to count, like, exactly how many counties each possible war will give me. This one's only going to give me 1 county no matter what. This one's going to give me 3 counties. This one's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's big. This one will give me 1, 2, 3. I don't even know where that's supposed to be. Up there. 1, 2. 1. Alright, so the 5 seems to be the no-brainer. And it also cuts them right across in the middle, which I suppose would be decent for me. Let's do it. Well, you know, we are a little outnumbered in this one. Probably gonna have to call our allies on this one. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's do it. I suppose I could just call him over here. Well, let me call in my allies first. Call in this dude. And this dude. We could basically go into prestige debt at this point, because I'm nearing the end of my life. I really only need my prestige to declare wars. And like I keep saying, I mean, these are going to be the last kind of burst of wars, but we're basically going on a complete rampage, going on a great conquest of as much of India as we can get to. I know that my second son is probably going to get a bunch of it, and he's going to inherit it, and it's going to become independent, but hopefully we can maybe beat him in a quick war and take it back once I succeed to the throne. Let me go for a siege here. I don't really want to take too much attrition. We'll wait and see where those guys show up. They're probably going to end up sieging over here. We'll deal with that once we deal with this. Oh, no, they're coming back. They're doubling back, which makes me believe they might be trying to fight me. Maybe they're going to try to... But we have our allies coming in here, so looks like they're shit out of luck. Okay, we got that down. Let's go after these guys. I don't know why that's giving me attrition. Where's the fort? Is that a fort? Guess so. Well, they're sieging my province down here, so I think we need to go get them. Hurry up. Let's go. Right, we've engaged in battle, and we basically would have won it even without our allies' help, but we still... Oh, we didn't even get it. They didn't even get there in time. But these guys are still coming for a fight. Ran smack dab into 9,000 men. Let's go for this siege right here. Looks like those guys are already getting it. But I don't think I can go anywhere else without getting attrition, so I think I'm going to join them. Should make it go faster, right? Well, I don't even know if I've sieged land within the place I'm trying to take, which I think you need to do. In order to boost up your war score. Okay, we got that. I seized beautiful sculptural. It's a nice trinket. Where's the fort? Is that it? Yeah. Let's get in there. Just plug this in over here. 1 second. Excuse me, I had to do something. What just happened? Enemy ally joins war. Maharaja Mareda. Where is he coming from? Oh, he's just some little dude. Well, I don't think that was him, actually. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Looks like they sieged one of my provinces while I stepped away for a second. Let's go rectify it. Well, first let's get into a battle. Cut down their numbers. We got our allies right next to us. I think we can handle it even without them, so shouldn't be too much of a big deal. These guys are leaving. They probably have another war they're fighting. Let's ambush these guys. Come on. Got those guys. Let me take a look at what's going on up here. What is this? Betrothed can marry. Sure. That's my second son finally getting his marriage consummated. Let's go down here and do another battle. Not too hard. I think we just have superior... We have superior types of troops, basically. So battles are really not hard at all right now. 1 second. I gotta see something. That's better. Alright. Just had to plug something in over there. We do have a faction created against me, so that's not so good. We will use both strategies. I'm always usually a high enough marshal to be able to do that. 92 war scores, so we can either win... Well, let me see how many battles we're at max battle, so we need the siege. And this is the prime target right here. But I suppose we might have to... Well, they're actually got really high fort scores, so let's go for another quick battle to get these guys out of my hair. End of a peace. Whatever. I don't really care if a truce ended with me. That's really more beneficial to me than anything. That's the one with the high fort. Let's go for over here. 5 months, and this should be over. My allies are putting in work up there. Looks like I just got attacked, but it's really not going to do anything. I did lose a counselor, though. Spy master. Let's put you in there, and you actually like me, so that's a good thing for a change. I have a lot of prisoners to ransom. That's very, very good. I call on you to honor. Alright, I guess I gotta join this guy's war. I don't want him to break our alliance. We'll deal with that after we finish this up in 30 days. There we go. Alright, so we are coming along here. Where's this other war I gotta fight now? I'm fighting that guy. He's a pretty powerful guy. What's the size of our armies looking like? We're still outnumber them. And my guys are starving, so let me get them to a place with a good supply limit. Let them get resupplied up. Our supplies are going up, right? Yeah. Let's deliver speech about unity. Nice, it worked. Okay. Let's get these supplies up, get some reinforcements in. Now we're getting -4 a month. I don't know why. I think you gotta keep moving, basically. No, I'm still losing them. There we go. We got good supplies. First things first, let me ransom off all these dudes. My prisoner and vassal. Oh, well, I guess I just took him off of, you know what? I don't think I can revoke, but... Tyranny. That's kind of BS, but whatever. Let's ransom everyone that we can ransom. And let me check on this royal court situation. What's going on over here? Vassal Mayor Hastein has excelled during our recent battles, and my court is buzzing with excitement. What an accomplished champion. What a role model. What a man. With all the praise rained down, I am made it clear I am officially to reward him in some manner. He's the new county of Canara. He will be gifted gold. Let's give him gold. And I got overwhelmed with stress, but I'm not too worried. Let's get back up here. Let's get up here and take on these dudes. I guess I'm gonna come sailing up the river. Off to the whorehouse I go. Maybe I could finally get that achievement. How's my health doing? Not well. Could be better, but I'm still fine. So let's come sailing up into the river here. Hopefully we can win this battle. Sverker is no longer my court physician. Let's ransom these dudes. Well, hold on. Hold on. What was I just looking at? Oh yeah, I need a court physician now. Okay. She's terrible. My granddaughter, is terrible. But terrible is better than nothing. Actually, that depends, but we'll see. I mean, I basically got all the... She's not even really powerful anymore. This guy is better, and he's more powerful. Still hates my guts. Because I'm way over my domain limit, mostly. But that should be taken care of once I die. And the succession goes to my son. Let's get this battle done and over with. Low-key charmed my vassal. It was only a crappy little mare, so that doesn't really matter. Let's free this province, and then I think I've basically contributed as much as I want to for this war. Is this a defensive war, or... on the Kingdom of Kasala? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not really too concerned. Well, you know what? Yes, I am. What is that? Is Kasala just another name for the Pratahara Kingdom? Because that's what keeps coming up every time I click on it. I think it might be a defensive war. I think there's a way you could figure that out. Like I'm allied to Maharaja. Defending. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Let's see if we can't catch these guys. Well, you know what? Let's siege this first. 6 months. Hold on, I got a lot of stuff popping up. Let's look at this guy. My guest, Rick Scotty Greater, pats his stomach and grins. Better out than in, my dad always said. Exchange incredulous glances before my granddaughter Seif looks directly at me and exclaims, "My king, that was wholly inappropriate. Certainly you must agree." He will start endorsing me if I do that, so I guess I gotta let him burp all he wants in my royal court. These guys are about to get shellacked. 4 months, though. I kind of just want to hold off and win this siege before I go help them out. They might come to me. No, they're like torn. They're like, oh, where do we go? This is the capital. This is, well, the main antagonist here of the war. We got that siege down. Let's go for another battle. My daughter learned the Sinhalese language. Maybe I should have like bothered to do that. I'll do that with my son. I don't know if he... Let me just make sure. Yeah, he hasn't already. She has learned Norse. Everyone's learning Norse now. Let me take a quick peek at the court languages that we got going here. I'm still the only one with Norse, but I expected that. White peace. Good enough for me. I wasn't very invested in that war. We could raise a runestone or hold court, but we do have a faction, Independence faction, and it is large. Basically, looks like all of my Indian vassals, except for the ones on the island itself. Is it all of them? It might be all of them, or at least the vast majority, which is not good one bit. Man, my royal court sucks. It's always good, like decreasing in grandeur. I'll take care of that later. Right now, let me get these ransoms off. Any more prisoners that need to go? I'm gonna mass release them. I really don't care. I just want to get them out of here. Lots of disabled buildings because I'm over my domain limit. Let's increase county control down here. We're gonna have to repair them. Let me just take a look at all the stuff I got. I have one trinket, and I don't even think I can equip it. I can't. Nope. Here comes the Independence War. I suppose this might be a good thing, because once I mean, if I win it, I could replace these disloyal men with good, honest, loyal vassals. So let's raise my men. Pretty crappy army, basically, from all those wars I just fought. But if I can maybe destroy some of these smaller armies before they link up, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Take out these guys. They're all dead. Let's see if we can't take out these guys. Actually, no, we'll go for the bigger target. Or you know what? Let's see where they go next. They're going there. So I'm going to corner them off. I have another dangerous faction. Liberty faction. That's not good. And that's got a lot of guys in it. Well, basically the rest of my vassals. Let's go for this 800 men army. They're running. Cultural acceptance between Norse and Malvi. Yeah, why not? Where is Malvi? Where the hell is Malvi? I don't know. I guess I could call my allies in this war, right? Yeah, I can. I should have done that earlier. I mean, I'm doing an alright job. But there's really, I don't want to take any chances. Let me sway you so you actually like me. catch these guys here. And that basically makes me severely outnumber them. I can definitely use their help. Am I almost dead yet? Pillow talk. My son can become my rival. That damn cat of yours refuses to leave my quarters alone. It seems my pillow is the best place to sleep in the whole damn castle. That creature needs to be controlled. Sure, bud. And here come the other guys. Fantastic. Everyone betray me. Everybody betray me. I fed up with this world. If you get that reference to your boss. And that should be another achievement, right? Yep, way of life. The way of life achievement. I like how I said I don't really care about achievement hunting in the last video, but like I clearly do. I just don't go out of my way to do it, but if I can get it, then I can get it. Now I gotta call all my allies into this other war. I do like that defensive wars don't cost prestige, though, to call them in. Who's the leader of this revolt? This guy. And where are you based, sir? Down there. So let's go down there. Looks like the war up in north is pretty good. Maybe we could take on these guys that are besieging. It's always good to be allied with a guy named the Impaler. I don't know if I'll win this battle, to be honest, but I have pretty strong allies, so I'm not too worried. I don't know where they are. Are they coming? These guys are coming. These guys are fighting another war. So this might be a dumb move, but I'm gonna see if I can't win this battle. They are running from me, so that's good. As I near son Hastein's chambers, I hear a horrifying scream and full of pain. I burst in the room only to find Hastein collapsed in a heap on the floor, covered in blood. The loathsome physician is standing in the corner of the room, anxiously wringing her hands. Great, she made my son one-legged. Fantastic. That's great. He might die from this. He probably will. And it's my granddaughter. It's her son. No, it's his niece. Her son, I said. She cut off her uncle's leg by accident. I don't know what kind of treatment she was going for. I guess maybe he had an infection. Let's chat. I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna have to chastise her, really. I really want to get this battle. Hopefully we'll win. But yeah, we won that easy. I think they got split up, that's why. And they're taking me right to the capital where I need to go of this little insurrection here. Enemy banner. I'll take that banner, bitch. Let's go up here. Come on. 4 months. I got some movement up here. Even the Maldives are revolting against me. Oh, they're sieging my capital with 1,400 men. I need to get there, like, right now. I don't think I'm going to make it before... Yeah, I'm not going to make it before they capture it. Hopefully they don't take, like, my family. You hear that? That was nervousness. Alright, they didn't take any of my family. So that's good. They did take my little stupid trinket, but that thing was good for nothing anyway. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the thing where it reduces the amount of war score you need to win. Okay, so I crushed that. Yeah, that's right. Know your place. So this is the other one, and it's led by these guys over here, which is perfect, which means I can just march right on them, siege their capital, maybe relieve my capital. We'll see. This really is quite the little rebellion we had going here. It was a long time coming. I'm surprised it didn't come quicker, to be honest. But I'm definitely gonna... I don't know if I think I can. I'm definitely gonna revoke a bunch of titles after this and pass them out to people. Well, like I said, I kind of want... I want to eventually assimilate with the local cultures and religions. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. But, like, for the time being, honestly, having Norse Asatru vassals is just a better move, because, I mean, they won't hate me as much, even though I think one of them just revolted against me. This guy, the guy of the Maldives. But he still likes me way more than any of my local Indian vassals. Let's get this siege off. Come on. And that did it. Let's enforce those demands. Okay, so I crushed the Great Revolt, as it might be called. Alright, so I got a bunch of prisoners now. Pretty much, what is it, like every vassal? Not all of them. Just the rabble-rousers. Is this guy in? He is. Alright, so let me think about this. Because I am already 6 over my domain, which is probably another reason why my vassals hate me. In fact, I know it is. These guys were loyal, which I'm very surprised about. Did she revolt against me? She didn't. She was loyal. That I'm surprised about. Alright, well, let me... Okay. Let's... Can I revoke their stuff? This is an act of tyranny, and it decreases my cultural acceptance. Well, that sucks. Why is it an act of tyranny? They just revolted against me. I know there's like a rule here somewhere, like a law that like, or there's like a culture technology that you have to research to make it so that like you can even begin to revoke titles, which is just stupid. I mean, you really need like a culture. I get what they're trying to do, but it takes so long, and I guess that's the point. And it makes for people that want to play long games, but I don't know. It's just kind of lame. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I don't want to just release them without punishing them, but... Well, you know what? I know what I should do. I have way too many counts here. I need to make some duchies out of these lands, and I need to, like, basically reduce the number of vassals that I have, or else I'm going to be running around playing whack-a-mole with all of them the whole time. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me create some titles. Let me take a look at this. Alright. I need to look for places where I don't have any land myself. That's a prime opportunity. I can't even, and of course I can't even create that one. Can I create that one? I can. And I'm gonna give this one away. This guy's got that. This guy's got that, and then this guy has 2. I'm gonna give this to... How come I can't? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna grant it to a noble of the Norse culture, and then I'm gonna put him in charge of all of it. Now, he'll probably get overthrown himself, but you know what? That'll buy me time, because I'd rather him get overthrown by the locals than me get overthrown by the locals. So let's create that. This is going to cost me some money, but I need to diminish my number of vassals. Grant title. I'll give you the Jarldom. Where is it? This one, right? Yeah, okay. So he's got that now. That's good. What else do I need to give away? I can give this away and then make this a duchy title. I'll grant this to another noble of Norse culture. And this guy is that guy. And this guy's a part of that. Well, first let me release him. Well, like, see, I could revoke his title without... He's a wait, what? Wait, was I, like, when I tried to revoke the other guy's titles that made me not want to do this, was it because I wasn't... Well, I tried to revoke this guy's title, right? Whatever. He's already under someone else now. I can execute him, though, which I'm gonna do. Just cause. You can't get off with just a warning. This lady, I'm gonna execute you too. Execution is giving me prestige as well. Well, you know what? No, because... Whatever. We need to do Scorched Earth here, okay? We gotta go Scorched Earth. The Norse are here. They're here to stay. This lady, she kind of likes me. But it's because I'm not her vassal. I mean, she's not my vassal. The second she became my vassal, she would hate me. But I will negotiate her release if she... Maybe I should have done that instead of executing those guys. I should have made them convert to my religion, because then they would give this guy less of a hard time. But, you know, really not much I could do. Maybe I could do that with this guy. Can I revoke his title, though? See, I can. I don't know why I couldn't revoke that other guy's title. It's kind of lame, but whatever. And let's give it to a Norse guy. Not my son. Give it to you, Kolbin. Kolbein, I don't know. And this guy is supposed to be the Duke, or the Jarl, let's say. So that is the Duchy of what? Let me just take a look. Duchy of Cherenadu, and that extends all the way up there. I didn't even really realize that. Let's create it. And do I own anything up there? I don't. That's another... Okay. Let's, give you... that. Okay, so he's the ruler of that now. And then when it comes to the next thing, we have this, but I kind of want to keep that, because I want my secondary... Because like I said in the last video, I like to have 2 duchies when I'm playing as a kingdom. And I want my second one to be like maybe out in here. Although these 2 over here would be nice, but these guys... Well, I can revoke this guy, right? I can, right? Yeah. So we're gonna revoke that. And we'll just kill you, I guess. Oh, that was Tissa, too. I thought he was on my side. Poor guy. You know what? I'll be merciful. Well, you know, I can't be merciful. I can't. You have to die, Tissa. Everyone needs to be made an example of. This guy could be my chancellor, I guess. I really can't, like, usurp this, this. It's kind of lame. I need all 4 just to do it. And because I don't have, this... I don't know, whatever. So what are the other ones that I need? This is a little tedious, but it needs to be done. These are the micromanaging of the realm, I guess you could say. Can I create this? I can. And I could give it away. That's got a lot of building slots. More than this? Yeah, way more than that. So I think I'm going to hold on to this and give this away. We'll give it to you, Eminder. And then I'll make you a duke. Let me get out of this. Right there. Jarldom of Pandyanadu. Okay, that drastically made my vassal situation a bit better. You need to be on, I guess. Countess Surrey, you don't even really need to be on anymore. But then again, it doesn't look like there's anyone better than you, so... This guy's a mayor, so he can get kicked off. But I don't want to replace him with this dude. And she's another mayor, so... I guess... Let's put this Jarl on. This guy's a count, but he really likes me, and I'm never putting you on the council, bro. I'm surprised he didn't rebel against me with the others. He's this guy, right? Yeah. Count Senna of Dakina Dessa. I'm really surprised he didn't revolt against me. But this is, I think this worked out pretty well. When all is said and done, that is. We got some new vassals, controlling larger portions of land, made things a little bit more organized. I think we'll keep the time going for a little bit, and then wrap it up kind of soon. Who can I ransom? I don't want to ransom any of my vassals. So I think there's a way I could exclude them. Who are the vassals I still have imprisoned? This guy, the Maldives guy, you can go. Because I gave away your, I put you under this guy's duchy. So you can go, and you can go. Well... I mean, yeah, you can go. I'll ransom you for the money. Loki, Day of Sorrow. Uh-oh. Loki is not as young as she once was, and as she crawls into my lap, I can feel her trembling. I gently stroke her black fur and listen to her purr long into the night. But as silence falls, I know that she won't make it. I will miss you, Loki. Rip. Rip Loki. Or I could stuff it and make it a core artifact, but you know what? I don't think that King Hastein here is that kind of guy, you know? He loves things fiercely, and then when it's time for him to go, it's time for him to go. Let's ransom these guys. Get a shit ton of money. Can I ransom anybody else? Ransom you. Ransom you. And ransom you. And you... Are you Asatru? I always mess up Asatru. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alright, she sucks. She's just destroying everything. She's giving this girl a claim. I mean, she sucks too. I'm not really scared about her. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a guy... No, I have a truce, right? Yeah, I have a truce. Okay. Because if I didn't have a truce, I might have went for another little conquest war over here. Alright, this guy's arriving to pay me homage, or homage, however you want to say it. I get made fun of for saying homage. I like to say homage sometimes instead of homage. I'm pretty sure homage is like the technically correct way to say it, but I don't know. Let me know. Help me solve an argument between me and a friend. He says I sound stupid when I say homage. I think I'm just being, you know, authentic, you know? But whatever. Rival take... Who's my rival? What rivals do I have? It's still the French dude from all the way out in France. Is that, that's the guy that you can play as Count Robert, the Strong, right? Yeah. I actually played as him in the first ever Ironman game I ever played, and I made it to, not only King of France, but Emperor of Francia. You know, not to brag or anything. Not to brag or anything, you know, but, this guy, my vassal's writing poetry. Bloodlust for Lanka, where other men speak silvered words, he does good business in ridding turrets, and all shall tremble as he takes field, all fire and fury and thundering wield. This is heartfelt, and the poem was lauded. That's a true classic of Norse literature. I have a military lifestyle point, but I have nothing to spend it on, so I guess that's that really. I'm 86 years old. I think this might be the longest I've ever survived as any character in the history of playing Crusader Kings 3. I may have made it longer in CK2, but definitely in CK3 this is the oldest I've ever been. Ever. So that's interesting. Yeah, you know what? Things are a bit more organized now. I like this. Feels a lot less chaotic than seeing all those like little county shields and flags popping up everywhere. Maybe I could sponsor an art. Let's see. He wants to forge me a weapon, but he's merely decent, so no thank you. What's wrong with my court grandeur? Why is it all crappy? I mean, I pay like a lot of money. Well, I really don't. I suppose I can make some changes. Let's boost up my, Alright. So now we're pretty much middling on everything in the court. New steward is needed. Might as well assign this guy. He's still promoting cultural acceptance, right? He is. How is that coming along? He's doing... Let's take a look. We're still far off. But we are 10%. We were at 1% when I started this video. So I think maybe in the next video, if it's a relatively long one, or maybe the one after that, definitely, I should be able to form my hybrid culture, which is something I'm looking forward to because I've never done it before in this game. Let's let the time run a little bit. I kind of want to play until King Hastein dies, but honestly, at the same time, it would be kind of cool to have 3 episodes starring our Chad King Hastein, because he really is a Chad. I mean, he traveled halfway across the entire world and developed this good kingdom, and he's ruling over it with crushing revolts and taking names, kicking ass, taking names. This guy wants me to join a war. What's the sides looking like? Looks like you can handle it on your own. I don't really want to get involved. I hate when you don't get involved and then they send you a letter like, dear whatever, like, it's been 2 years and you have not contributed war score or money. We need you. It's like, dude, like, watch. Let's see if he wins this. He's gonna botch this battle, really? He was outnumbering them. Oh my god, this guy's useless. I guess I gotta go help. Because I don't want him to end the alliance, and I hate when that message pops up, because then, like, you have an option to, like, I'll contribute to the war, or you gotta be like, I'll give you money, and I really don't want to give anyone any money. Oh, my daughter learned Sinhalese, which is very good. I mean, it's kind of adds to Hastein's Chadness. He rules over a vast kingdom, and he doesn't even learn the language of the guys that are doing it. But as I said, in the future, I plan for his descendants to eventually learn the language. I don't believe, what's his name, well, a message would have popped up if he did. Neither of my sons have learned it, which I will rectify. I'm a little upset. I'm a little worried that I only have one grandson. Well, let me see if... Has my second son had any kids yet? He has no kids still. And he still has one leg from when his niece chopped it off. What a great story that would be to tell at the reunion, right? Alright, so we basically just annihilated their entire army for you. So I'm going to go back home, Maharaja Mahendrapala of the Pratihara Kingdom. I'm going to go back home. And if you can't handle that, the rest of this war, on your own, then I'm sorry, but I don't think the military business is good for you, alright? See, you're an astute intellectual. Why don't you stay home with the books, right? Let us, Chad, 36, Marshall, 87-year-old, grizzled warriors deal with the war, alright? You can go play with your books. So let's disband the army. Up to 10 months. I mean, whatever. I don't really see a reason why I would raise them again in the future. Well, in the near future, that is. Yeah, like I said, I kind of want to play until he dies, but I really just don't know when that's going to be. And it would just be even cooler if he survived for 3 videos, and it's just the first 3 videos of this series are just the story of this great king, Hastein, which I really should have a... What's the word? Not epitaph, but, the word for the nicknames they give monarchs, like the Great or the Conqueror, you know, like, I know there's a specific word for that, and I should know it, but I don't. She'll convert to my religion? Well, let me read this. I am judged too harshly for my hospitality towards Yahasaya, the criminal. Well, she's called the criminal, bro. You gotta be careful. Who is avoided by almost everyone on account of their wicked faith. What is she, anyway? Theravada. It's a Buddhist faith. Okay. My failure to condemn and continue proximity to this irredeemable fiend is perceived as open tolerance, tarnishing my court's reputation in the eyes of the elders and faithful. I mean, there's like 1 Norseman for every like 20 like local Sinhalese people, so I mean, well, I guess it makes sense. They are like the ruling class. They have forced my hand and must decide whether my daughter-in-law's crimes... Oh, wait, which one is she married to? She's married to my second son, the one-legged. I cannot host you anymore, daughter-in-law. I don't want to do that. Time to arrest the beast. We're definitely not doing that. She can convert to my religion, which would be nice. It's not my place to judge. Harbors criminal, same faith opinion. You must repent. That seems like what I would do, what King Hastein would do. Man, this guy is old. I know I keep saying it, but it's just crazy. This is literally just the longest I've ever played with someone. It's kind of cool. Watch him die, like, right now. Okay, I just wanted to see if it would pop up. Forging the Joms Vikings, or Joms Vikings? I think it's I don't really know how to pronounce the J in Scandinavian languages. Chieftain Folky, enterprising Nordic adventurer, launched a vicious invasion against Hapa. He must be a Finnish guy. Sweeping the lands of Satakunda from under him in a surprise attack. Seems to have had a religious motivation, partnered with an Asataru zealot named Jalmar. To set up a warrior brotherhood they call the Joms Vikings. Group claim, okay, I know all about them. I don't know why I read it at all. Well, what's the difference? Nothing, really. Just flavor. Who is this guy? My vassal? His liege is this guy. Oh, he's from that other war. Oh, well, there goes Count Eudes. Eudes? Is it Eudes? I don't know. I'm not French. Am I truce with this guy over yet? Hit and run tactics. Yeah, that's always good for Vikings, right? Is my truce with this guy over? If it is, I might go for one more war and then end it. And it is. So I'm gonna... Once again, I'm gonna go for the one that gives me the most... Well, actually, I'm gonna go for this one. Because not only does it give me 3 counties, but it'll help me create more duchies that I could give away. So let's do it. I don't really need to worry too much about this, about these wars, to be honest, because it's kind of just been a cakewalk, really. Except for that big revolt. 4 months. I forgot I disbanded those guys, so now it's going to take them a long time to get here. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Big white peace thing popped up in my face while I was looking away. 52 days. Can we gather, please? Let's gather a little quicker than this. I'm not even going to call my allies in at the moment. Oh. Is it... No, it's a granddaughter. He had his first kid. Grima. Let's go with that. Come on, hurry up. Alright, let's go. Let's beat these guys' ass in a battle. Is that their whole army? No, it's not. It's about half, though. We'll do that. I hope I don't die in the middle of this war, because then, like, my son's gonna inherit a war, which is always a bit of a tense situation when you first start playing as, like, the new character, the next character in line. What is this guy? Is this still the same guy? This is a master, though. She wants to forge a magnificent weapon. She's only decent, but this lady is a master at her book. I might have to sponsor that. 72? That's a steal. I'll do that. Although I'm pretty sure there's going to be events where she makes me, like, I need more money to do this. We all know how artists are, right? Okay, so I can dedicate the book to somebody. Who is this? Looks like she's naked. She is. Once again, don't know if I could show that on YouTube. I don't want to see her. I just want to see where the lands are. Well, I don't know. Purely because I don't even know if that's allowed on YouTube. What is it about? What, like, makes them... You know what? Whatever. I'm just going to look at it. I've seen other people on YouTube have, like, the CK3 nudity thing up there. So I'm not going to be worried about it if they're not worried about it. And they're bigger than me. I'm like a friggin' 10 viewer Andy over here, so... What makes her naked? I don't get it. I'm looking at these traits, I don't see anything. Whatever. I can dedicate it to her, or I can find other ways. Whatever, I'll dedicate it to her. Why not? Two months. Oh wow, she's already done? My lord, there are so many... Oh no, she's not done. I don't even know where to start. Something with life about court. I want the book to be entertaining. Well, this will make it a higher quality. I guess that naked lady is my muse now? Okay. I don't remember... I don't think I'm in a relationship with her or anything, right? She's my friend, but she's not my lover or whatever. Is this almost done? Okay, there we go. Let's do battle. Let's battle it out. Kill these guys. There we go. Let's go for the siege right here. Come here, sweet... Wait, what? The naked lady wasn't my muse. It was a 66-year-old dwarf. Oh my god. And now I'm gonna... Oh no. She becomes my lover? King Hastein, you dirty dog. The time disappears in Rudramba's study, drinking mead as we excitedly discuss the book she is writing for me. Am I imagining things, or is there an indescribable tension? My mind wanders, absorbing the subtle quirks of her body, her laughing hips. I place my hand on hers, the quill drops from her trembling fingers as I gaze longingly into those beautiful eyes. Downwards into those beautiful eyes. Okay, I'm kidding. No disrespect to little people, as I believe they like to be called now. In her, I find the same desperate passion. She falls into my warm embrace. Come here, sweet thing. A 66-year-old dwarf is now my lover. Which, honestly, the fact that she's 66 is more disturbing than being, you know, a dwarf. I mean, I don't really care about that, but she's 66. Honestly, you could probably just pretend she's like a little old lady. It's still weird. It's still weird. There's really no way to make that better. And now, I stopped funding. She died. I mean, she died of old age. Come on, bro. She died of old age. What did I bang her too hard? I banged her to death. Oh, this took an abrupt turn. King Hastein has certainly led a very interesting life, if anything. Hopefully they scrub that part out of the history books. Let's, alright. Let's kill these guys. Take a drink. Did we win yet? I'll take that banner. We did not win. Got a siege of this, I guess. It's the last, 90-year-old warrior over here. I guess, you know what? Yeah, it kind of makes sense. She's 66, but I'm 90. So 66 is like the new 30 for me, I guess. This is just an insane situation. Oh! It's over. It's over. As I am enjoying... Did I get killed? As I am enjoying dinner and a full cup of wine, I suddenly feel a curious sensation in my throat. It doesn't take long before I am clawing at my neck, trying to scream, to breathe, to scream, to get any air at all past my swollen and bleeding throat. As my consciousness fades, I see there's blood and skin under my nails. I'm going to have to wash that off. How unseemly. Died under mysterious circumstances. So I was 90 years old, and I didn't even die from old age. I was poisoned to death. I want to know what motherfucker poisoned Chad King Hastein, conqueror of India, crosser of worlds, banger of old dwarves. I want to know who had the audacity to kill this man. 90 years old, and I didn't even die of old age. That's just bullshit. Now I just want to know how far I could have made it. Wow. Let's take a look at some of these stats. Died under mysterious circumstances, founded a house, was dreaded, exalted among men, paragon of virtue, all the martial lifestyle perks, and fought in 21 wars. King Ragnar ascends to the throne, devious and deceptive. Ragnar's feuds with the truth itself may be his undoing. Let's see what it says about Hastein. He's joined the feast in Valhalla. Hell yeah, he did. He definitely earned his place there. He died under mysterious circumstances. Although quite famous for his sharp intellect, he still could not outsmart hell. That's all you gotta say about me? That's kind of ridiculous. But I guess what I predicted has come to pass. I died in the middle of the war, and now looks like my brother has usurped the mainland areas of my kingdom. I'm gonna need to take that back, especially while he's looks relative. I need to finish this war first. One more siege, and I'll finish this war, and then I'm gonna need to go to war with my brother and take it back. But I think we're gonna save that for the next video. Let's see what we got here. I'm pretty disliked, but that's usually the norm when you come in as a new character. I'm still above my domain limit. Let's get my intrigue. Let's get intimidation. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to work out on this domain issue. I don't want to give away. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna have to give this away at some point. And where's my other holding that I have? This. I'm gonna give this away right away. I'll give it to you, Sverker. Give that to you. And I might as well just give the duchy away at that point. And that'll win me at least the respect of that guy, right? The Earldom of Konkana. You get that. Let's do that. Let's win this war. 4 months. I need a drink, Jesus. Man, this has been a crazy episode. I always try to think of creative names when I come up with these videos. I don't really know. I mean, do I lead with like the crazy wars we went on that took over all of this? Do I lead with banging a 66-year-old dwarf? Do I lead with... I mean, there's a lot of stuff. The Great Revolt that happened. Okay, so we won that war. And now we need to bring war to my brother's doorstep. Now, their military is similar to all ours because they have an alliance with who? Where is this person? Oh, alright. Well, they're not going to join them. I don't know why it's similar then when I guess it just counts the allies even though they wouldn't join. I'm tempted to just launch the war now and do it all in the same video, but you know what? I learned enough at marketing school, which I totally went to, that you need to leave the people wanting more. And what better to leave the people wanting than a good old-fashioned dynastic brother war to determine who gets all of their dead father's lands. They're 90... I mean, I'm already 45, which is pretty old for this game, I suppose. Probably should get my son married, and I need alliances anyway. Who is this? Where are they? They're all the way up there. 2,000 men, not bad. Bengali. This would give me an alliance with, well, they're way off. I don't even know what that is. Not even the culture. I think it's a mercenary group. Alright. Burmese. I think I'm going to go with the Bengali. 2,000 men. Looks like she's shaping up to have some decent traits. Is zealous for religion, so that's not good, actually. That's going to make her hate my son. Although, I do need to convert at some point. And I keep seeing this Theravada. Is that the dominant faith here? I don't even see it on the map. Where is it? Oh, that's the dominant faith, at least in my lands here. It's a Buddhist faith, I suppose. Well, I don't suppose, it just is. Are they all organized? I kind of want to find one that's not organized so I can reform it to shape, but I think they're all organized here. Yeah, I mean, India kind of had their shit together when it came to, like, organization and social structures. She's 26 and not married. She's strong, too. I need an alliance. I think I already do. Alright, Pala Kingdom, that's a no-brainer. I'll send you over there. Who is this? Pays 25 to you, sure, whatever. Alright, so we got one alliance down right there. She's already married. I'm gonna save her, keep her in the pocket. I might marry him to a vassal, so I think I'm gonna marry my third daughter to this guy. That's the same guys that I almost got an alliance with for my son. But I'll marry her to you. Excellent. And that should basically make us way stronger than my brother. Yep. Vastly inferior. So let's take a look at what it would be like. My claims, I can claim the whole thing. What is this county, though? Well, no, I don't want the whole thing. And he's vastly inferior to me. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to just do this now. No, I already went over this. You gotta leave the people wanting more. So in the next video, we will invade my brother's lands, reconquer, reclaim everything that is rightfully mine, and then honestly in the next video we might be able to mop up the Rashtrakuta here and form the Deccan Empire, or at least come very close to being able to do that. So stay tuned next in for the Game of Thrones to play. We will fight our brother, and it's gonna be fun. Pretty crazy episode today, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Probably tomorrow, but we'll see. Alright, peace.